Shalom, friends. I'm Rabbi Michael Knopf.
And I'm Cantor Rosenblatt.
We hope that this message finds you and your loved ones safe and well. One of the things I've been thinking a lot about during this pandemic is time. I don't know about you, but as we've been sheltering in place, I found it hard to keep track of time. Days seem to blend together, and each week somehow strangely seems both longer and shorter than usual. And it's been so hard to think about or plan for the future when there's no real way of confidently predicting what tomorrow, next week, next month, or next year will look like. And if you're anything like me, then that uncertainty can sometimes feel overwhelming. One of the great, if challenging, insights of the High Holy Days is that this kind of uncertainty is not a feature unique to life in the midst of a global pandemic. Rather, the pandemic has revealed the way things actually are, though we might often ignore it or are privileged enough to be able to pretend otherwise. None of us can ever know with certainty what tomorrow may bring. We, in fact, live unpredictable lives in an unpredictable world. Our lives can change for good or ill in ways we can neither predict nor prepare for in an instant. The High Holy Days remind us of this basic truth and challenge us. How can and should we live differently when we know the truth about our fragility and life's unpredictability and uncertainty? The answer, I think, can be summed up in one word: Hayom, today. The word Hayom, today, is found throughout the Machzor, the High Holy Day prayer book. On both Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, we pray, Hayom te'amtzenu, Hayom tevarchenu. Strengthen us today, bless us today, exalt us today, and on and on. Why the emphasis on today? Because the Machzor is teaching us that what we can be certain of is today. Today we are here. Today we are alive. Today we have all the vigor and all the potential we know for sure we will ever have. So the Machzor asks us, what would you do? How would you live if you knew that today was all you had? And that tomorrow might very well be the day when you have to give a full accounting of your life before a God who sees and remembers everything. If we really believed that we only had today for every act of goodness, every act of kindness, every act of love, every act of justice, and that tomorrow we would be held accountable for all we did or did not do the day before, I think we would live very different lives. Don't you? One of my favorite stories from the Talmud is of a rabbi named Joshua ben Levi asking Elijah the prophet when the Messiah will come. Elijah tells Joshua ben Levi to ask the Messiah himself and gives him instructions on where to find him. Joshua locates the Messiah and asks him, "When are you coming?" The Messiah replies, "Today." Joshua returns to Elijah and says, "The Messiah lied to me. He said he was coming today, but today has come and gone, and he still has not arrived." And Elijah answers, "You misunderstood him. He meant, in the words of Psalm 95, Hayom im bekolo tishma'u. Today, if you listen to God's voice." What would our world look like if every single person heeded God's voice, if everyone followed the godly path of love and justice, just for one day, just for today? Perhaps we would have no need for a Messiah, because we will have ourselves fulfilled the promise of ultimate redemption, a world perfected through godly love, justice, and peace. That is the power of Hayom, today. If each of us would embrace this day as if it could be our last, not only would each of our lives be different, but we might heal and perfect our world.
This is an original melody for Hayom Te'amtsenu. Hayom Te'amtsenu, Amen. Hayom Tivarchenu, Amen. Hayom Tigadleinu, Amen. 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 Hayom tirishenu letova. Amen. Hayom tichtivenu lechaim tovim. Amen. Hayom tikabel berachamim. Uvratzon et tefilatenu. Amen. 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 Hayom tishma Shabbatenu. Amen. Hayom titmichenu b'minsid kechamin. Hayom, 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 hayom. Amen. 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 Amen.
On behalf of everyone here at Temple Bethel, we want to wish our entire community a meaningful Hayom today, a transformative High Holy Day season, and a Shana Tova Umetuka, a good and sweet new year.